seldom will actually hear my alarm.
You know how frustrating it is, though, to well, obviously you do. You wake up 5 minutes before, you're like, I could have been sleeping for 5 more minutes.
I think the worst one is like 24 minutes before your alarm's supposed to go.
Like,
There's
right
still
back to
time to
sleep,
maybe
right.
try to go back to bed.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be that short?
Yes, it did not fall in your cup.
Okay.
It actually melted into your coffee.
It is, because it's so hot. It's
Well-
so shod.
So here's the deal. We're starting.
Yes.
We're on video.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this,
Good morning.
good morning, everyone.
Where's this
Alrighty.
Video, where's this video going to go?
On our YouTube page.
Okay.
Yeah, just Middle Aged Mornings.
Good.
I think we have a YouTube page.
We do. There's 2 videos on there.
We'll find out if we do. There's 2 videos on
There's
there.
bloopers and there's our former intro video.
Right. So if you're listening to this, check us out on YouTube. You can hear this exact same thing again, but see what we look like.
If you're not listening to this, you won't hear this anyway. So thank you for listening, and since you're listening, please check.
But I mean,
out
like
YouTube.
if you're watching it.
Oh, then you can also listen to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
We also have, and there's many more episodes that are just audio.
This is almost just like
How awkward does everybody feel right now?
This is almost like the first one that we ever did.
Do you know
we're
what,
like,
like,
okay, where do we talk? Do we look
what
at each
you
other?
should do
we?
is that you should turn on the YouTube, mute your YouTube, pull it up on your phone, and then play the audio on your phone.
Right. And see if it syncs.
Well, no, not even that. It's just twice the viewership. Numbers.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
Big
Or
brain.
play this over top of Wizard of Oz and see if it syncs up.
Actually, if you played this episode backwards over the Wizard of Oz, it does match up. Just watch.
It does. Right. Prove us wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the Wizard of Oz filmed in the same building for every scene? Because it looked like it. They just had to rearrange it, or did they have every scene set up in one big building?
I don't know, but my leg is getting caught on
I
something.
have never
Those
actually.
stretchy jeans.
Yes, I don't own anything besides stretchy.
Let's
Well, I
go
have
to-
one pair of non-stretchy jeans, but
And they're trash.
Yeah.
I hate when I have to wear
I
them.
don't know.
The
All my
wrong
jeans are
Do you
stretchy.
wear stretchy jeans in the yard? Do you wear shorts when you do yard work? I mean, it is springtime, so we're just
or
gonna
gray
talk
sweatpants.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In the yard?
You don't wear jorts?
I have some jorts.
Dude, jorts are the
I have some
best.
Daisy Dukes
So
too,
do I. Here,
just for funsies.
let me see if I have them.
Oh boy.
So while you're pulling that up here, what we're gonna do is that again we have video now. This is our first one, so the video, the setup is just sort of a room.
Amateur.
We're gonna see how this works. If you guys like it, let us know. I guess I can talk to the people, but I think this is kind of fun, and the audio is better. So hopefully everybody listening to this appreciates the improved audio.
Not a lot of background noise in here.
We do want to thank Lucky Perk. We do have our Lucky Perks with us, so you can see the cups. Shout out to them. Thank you. They've been very instrumental in helping us create somewhat of a fan base.
No, I'm just kidding. When I went to get it this morning, they're like, where were you guys last week? Because it was Easter weekend, so
Right.
had a few things going on. But they're like, we missed you. We just wanted to. We were worrying about where you might be, and I told her we weren't going to be meeting there this morning, just because we were trying to do some video along with it. We didn't know how that would go while meeting there.
Right.
So
What we're doing.
Those are my jorts, by the way.
Oh no, those are just the jorts. Those aren't even the Daisy Dukes.
No,
those are already pretty
Are,
short.
are those custom cut by you? Or?
Those
is there a way to show that?
Well, if
on
you
the
text
video?
that to me, I will make sure we put this on the video episode. We'll show it on the
Just to see
screen.
That'd be
what a
great.
picture of. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
It's a video within a video with the podcast.
Yeah, this is like Inception. This is great. So the other thing too we're doing today though is we are going to be doing. We're trying to do shorter episodes. We're going to do about a half hour.
Okay.
So making it a little bit easier listening. So we do have a topic today.
Mm-hmm.
While you're pulling up the Daisy Dukes.
I'm trying to send it.
Any news on The Bachelor, Bachelorette, or are we
It's
just
over.
just on halt right now?
Yeah,
Why
I
did I
have-
say halt? The way to hold.
It's just done.
There was yes, there was
Who
a
won?
show that was on. Who was
Does
that?
anyone really
It was the
win
girl that
that?
got in trouble for going to that party at the
Oh,
plantation.
was that one?
That was the girl that
What
won.
was her name?
I don't know.
Rachel,
It was not the one I wanted.
Michelle,
No, Michelle didn't win.
Girl.
Michelle was who I wanted to win.
Sally, Jesse.
Raphael.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ninja
I don't know
Turtles.
who that is.
Michelangelo?
Sally Jesse Raphael. You guys
Donatello.
remember that show?
Do you remember she had
No.
red glass? Did she have
Yeah,
red framed
big,
glasses?
bright.
She was.
framed
They used to
glasses.
have talk shows during the day.
They still do.
Like Maury and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah.
Do they?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which ones do they have?
I don't watch them. But
Oh.
they
A lot of
exist.
judge shows. Like People's
Yeah.
Court was the only one. Now there's like Judge Mathis. There's People's Court. There's Judge Judy. There's the other one.
Right.
Judge Judy's getting old.
Judge Judy got
Every time-
paid for the whatever to keep her show going.
I think she's like the highest paid judge ever recorded or something like
Made
that.
a crap ton of money.
She wrote a book
Nice.
called
What? Nice.
"Don't Pee on My Leg and Tell Me It's Raining."
Did she really?
She did.
How long was
She must have been
I
stung
don't
by
know.
a jellyfish.
But
That's the
let's
Was that book number 1?
maybe. Okay, what are we talking about today? Do you have it up?
Do we have any sponsors this morning, or we?
Oh yeah, we do. I do have the. Can you pull the notepad?
I do have that pulled up here.
We do have some ad reads. So one of the things we wanted to start doing here, obviously we are open to any sponsorships, but we wanted to take a moment and thank some people who are not sponsoring this show. Should I do the second one or the first one? We have some ad reads here.
Yeah, advertisement. Just do whatever one you prefer.
Okay. Well, our first non-sponsor, who's not sponsoring this show, is Yoplait Go-Gurt. Putting yogurt in a convenient sleeve. What a great idea for kids and what a great idea for business. Charging twice as much for less actual yogurt. We must say, though, they are great when you freeze them. Yoplait Go-Gurt. Good luck getting your 3-year-olds not to leave it on the couch. Thank you, Yoplait Go-Gurt, for not sponsoring
You guys
us.
were kids when that stuff came out.
Oh, and I left those
those awesome.
everywhere.
Did you like them?
Yes, they're still good. They're good frozen. They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice
You
cream.
have some here now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally
Should we do this?
frozen
Should I do the second
yogurt.
one?
Yeah, go ahead.
We have one other non-sponsor, so also not sponsoring this show is Slip and Slides. We're grateful for the hours of fun you provide. Friendly tip, check for rocks when laying down your slip and slide. Slip and Slides, water not included.
I think the hard part about those two is you have to check the,
Thanks, slip and
you know,
slides.
the little pegs you got to poke into the ground. Yeah. Those are sticking out at all. Those are just as bad as rocks.
They are.
I think there's a lot of horror stories behind those things.
Yes.
With like sprinklers being in the ground and
Yeah.
full.
If you were,
Yeah,
and when I was growing
it's not
up,
fun.
we would default to just getting a big tarp and putting like
That's
dish
right.
soap on
Yeah.
it and getting it a little bit wet, and then it becomes real slippery.
Have you seen those redneck videos where they put it down a hill and go into a lake where they jump them?
Yeah.
That looks
It's
fun.
intense.
That looks fun.
So, anyways, that's our non-sponsors for the
Okay.
day.
Perfect. Well, if they want to become sponsors, how do they reach out to us?
You can go to middleagedmornings.com or send us an email to middleagedmornings@gmail.com.
Yes. We're open.
Or on Facebook or Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get a hold of us, you can.
Be able to find us.
All right. So what are we talking about today?
Okay, the number is 50. I don't think we're going to touch on all 50. As you guys are talking about it, I will cruise through to find some interesting ones. But you found this website, 50 Amazing Historical Facts you never knew.
Okay.
It
Nice.
doesn't actually list you 4 times, but there's 4 U's in here.
So 50 historical facts you never knew.
Bring it on.
I love history. Side note, while you're pulling one up, I saw this TikTok video that was basically like, hey, when you hit 35, you have to make a decision. Either you have to get really into World War II history, or 2, start smoking meats. Decide. I think I'm going to, I haven't gone to
World War
smoke.
II in color
I'm
it
probably going to do
is.
smoking meats, but
I'm
I
already
wanted-
too into World War II history, but I
Yeah.
also smoke meats.
well,
And
look
I'm
at that.
also only 24,
So you've had a
so...
lot of time to figure this
100%
out.
man.
So the heart, on Seinfeld, somebody was talking about somebody being a Civil War buff, and George always wanted to be some sort of buff.
Right.
Having that in your back pocket for whenever you need it.
All right.
So this one here says that Paul Revere, you guys know who Paul
Yes.
Revere is, never shouted what?
The British are coming.
British
He
are
never
coming.
shouted that.
He actually was not on the ride.
He's on a
What?
horse on the statue.
Yeah, Paul Revere did
was
not
running,
do
right?
the midnight ride. No, I mean, he was...
Uber?
Story goes that he was in a tavern and was unable to make that ride, so other people did, but the guy who wrote the poem, I forget what the actual guy's name is, but Paul Revere, just the midnight ride of Paul Revere.
Gather round for all to hear.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because it
Yeah.
rhymes with here.
Exactly. It rolled off the tongue. I
How?
can't.
So he
annoying
became
is
famous,
that?
beer in hand. Just, hey, we might want to check that out.
Pretty much. Like he's
I
British.
got a couple Sam Adams and I'm working on 3. It's Hamilton.
Sam Adams is my favorite historical character for sure.
Yeah.
Character person.
What? Why?
He seemed like isn't the rumor that he was the one that shot the first shot for the.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was a wild card. There's a series on John Adams on HBO. It's like a 6-part miniseries, and it's actually pretty interesting. it goes and obviously goes into Sam Adams because they were brothers.
Right.
So, but he's a very, very interesting historical figure.
Yeah.
He was reckless.
Speaking of historical figures, every time I hear John Adams, have you ever seen Hamilton?
Yeah.
Like the one on when you go with the British actor goes, John Adams. have you seen Hamilton?
I have not.
Oh, you haven't seen
I
Hamilton?
just saw text
Have you
2
seen
months
Hamilton?
ago.
That's true.
Hang on, we need to stop for a second. None of you have seen
Where's
the movie
the stop
Hamilton?
button?
No, I need to.
Do you have a remote for that?
Yeah, but we don't need to stop it.
Oh,
Do you want to
said
stop it?
No, you said.
Oh no. I can cut it all out. We can say whatever you want.
That's true.
Okay, so Paul Revere did not make the ride. I feel a little cheated.
Yeah.
What else are they lying about in
Let's
history?
find out.
Santa.
Did we not go to the moon?
Let's.
Whoa.
No, we didn't. No, let's
Yeah.
not get into that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be a little toughy. Here's one. The Olympics. You know what the Olympics?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Used to award medals for art.
Huh.
What year? Does it give
Right.
any?
Yeah, it does give a little bit of context
such a
here.
They brought golf back in the last
between-
Olympics, but swing back art.
Between 1912 and 1948, the Olympic Games held competitions in the fine arts. Medals were given for literature, architecture, sculpture, painting, and music.
That's weird.
Well,
That is weird.
I mean, the ancient Greeks used to have festivals for arts. They felt
Right.
that may be a reason to do it. Now, I'm going to be very careful with what I say here because I don't want to offend anybody, but Letterman jackets, you give out letters in high school
Yeah.
for anything now, when it used to just be sports.
Yeah.
So
I
you
got
can-
one for debate. Had a little gavel on it.
Yeah, that's why I was careful about what I said.
Yes.
Oh, I don't care. I didn't actually buy the jacket though. Those jackets are crazy
Oh, yeah,
expensive.
I should have got. I kind of regret not getting one.
I have no regrets not getting that.
I have no regrets
No.
either.
I got
no regrets.
no
You don't have any regrets at all? Not even one letter?
regrets.
The guy, remember that
That's
movie?
Will Willers.
It's RAG.
No.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the
No
I
regrets.
was thinking of the
Yeah, it's
Milky Way
tattooed.
commercial.
Oh.
There was a Milky Way commercial where the guy's getting a tattoo. He says, "Regrets."
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I was eating a Milky Way.
Yeah.
Sheesh. You bully.
This tattoo artist.
All
All right. I'm learning so much.
So Napoleon, you know who Napoleon? Not the,
Yes.
not
Not the dynamite.
Not,
Yeah,
yeah, not that guy.
I like your sleeves.
He was once attacked.
real big.
stuff.
Shit, I made it
There's like a
myself.
buttload of gangs at this school.
He left all that stuff on my porch. So Napoleon was attacked by a horde of bunnies one time. So he had people round up, I think it said about 3,000 rabbits for a rabbit hunt. And when they let them go, the rabbits attacked
Swarmed
him
it.
and his people.
Huh.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Strength in
That's
numbers.
great.
Easter bunnies.
Yeah.
That is.
How many bunnies do you think it would take to kill an elephant?
Well, we've talked
Ooh.
about this. We've talked
With-
about
with
chickens. And
I don't
it
think-
really came down to the fact that I was a terrible human being because I said we're just going to feed raw chicken to an elephant and kill it through poisoning
Yeah.
I think.
How many chickens do you think could kill an elephant?
to attack it.
Oh,
what else did I say? That
I don't
they
know. I think
chase it off a cliff.
take at least 10,000 chickens.
Yeah, but how much
to-
time would that take?
It only took 300 Spartans to kill an elephant. You ever seen the movie 300?
So my contention with that was that I think if you just got a couple really well placed chickens, like one who was just kamikaze like into the throat and like into the trunk,
Okay.
you know,
I don't
and block
think
the
they're-
Can they
airways.
go into the
Now,
trunk?
these were turkeys. It's a different
I
story.
don't think they're
turkeys
going
are
for the
turkeys are nuts.
skin.
But I mean, like, no, not through it, but like in their mouth, and they just you basically choke it, like it's eating a piece of chicken, and the elephant chokes on the chicken.
Okay, so about 9 of them would have to just go for it.
I feel like it'd have to be more like 30.
Yeah.
How big
What
elephants
was
are.
the?
Can you Google that? Like, is that an actual answer?
I don't think
I don't
there's
think
an
so,
answer.
I think the chickens would be too
Theoretical.
frightened. Didn't we do the horse-sized
They'd be
chicken
too
or a
chicken.
chicken side?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
One, I'd
Chicken-sized
much rather
horse.
fly
10
Oh,
chicken-sized horses or one horse-sized chicken.
10 chicken-sized horses.
I would go with
yeah.
the chicken-sized horses
Yeah.
all day
I'd
long.
put my steel-toe boots on and I'd be done in 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who did you? Was it who else picked the?
Well, I don't think it was 10. I think it was more like
Can
100.
Can we just
I think it's 100.
a horse-sized
I don't care
chicken's
how
an
many.
ostrich?
I would
let's
much
be
rather
real.
have.
I don't think I
You
can fight
can
an
ride.
ostrich.
Oh, they're huge.
I know.
Fast,
I
too.
know.
They
Scary
put their head in the
birds.
sand and then
And
you
they
can...
swing their... Don't they swing their...
Those are like the last
Those are
living
giraffes.
dinosaurs, I swear. Giraffes are crazy when they do
They're
that.
pretty crazy.
All right, what's our next?
All right, so
historical
we're...
fact?
Oh, have you seen that thing that's like, how come unicorns don't exist? How can unicorns exist and giraffes do?
Yeah.
Or how can unicorns not exist?
This is totally
and giraffes
illogical.
do?
He's got a 30-foot neck.
30-foot.
We don't have a horse with a horn.
Yeah. Yeah. But they called it something like a spotted, like cheetah.
Yeah, cheetah
something horse.
I can't remember. I saw that though. That's funny.
So women were once banned from smoking in public.
Huh.
Garbage.
Okay.
Yeah. Wastebasket. The government literally poisoned alcohol during Prohibition.
What?
How dare they?
I don't. That whole prohibition time just makes zero sense to me.
It would be fun. I think like speakeasies and stuff would be fun.
Would be fun.
I really do.
You'd be okay opening one of those?
Absolutely.
Well, you better get started on it now in case it does happen, then you'll be prepared for it. You don't want to be that person that ends up trying to do it after it's already
I
started.
need a basement.
You need a house. To
Or
do
an
it.
attic.
I don't.
Or a house.
I don't do.
I think I can talk Corey
Buy a
Barton into
house.
putting
Step one,
it.
save some money.
Step 1, get some money. Step 2, save said money.
That's like the movie Hot Rod when they're coming up with the plan. You guys seen Hot Rod?
Yeah, it's been a long
It's a
time.
good
though.
movie. I like
It is
it a
good.
lot.
So you know Captain Morgan actually existed?
Sweet. I want to
He
meet
was-
that
he was
guy and
Welsh.
buy him a beer.
He's well. It's funny. I'm
You know, the
Welsh.
guy who invented beer?
Wonder if
I'd
he
like to
really
meet
did
that guy. Buy him a beer.
Sam Adams.
There's your friend again. Okay, so the Titanic's owners never said the ship was unsinkable.
That's
I feel like that's something they said after the fact. Like, no, we never said it. I mean, technically, what we said was it won't sink.
It'll
probably.
It'll
But
float.
you guys, it'll float. Like that was like
Yeah,
that happened after.
legally. They're like, yeah, we never said that.
Like cut to nowadays, it'd be like that's the equivalent of like TMZ showing up and be like, "Hey guys, hey, what are your thoughts about the boat you made sinking in the Atlantic? You said it was unsinkable." No, we never. I mean, technically, it's like they're trying to walk it back. They probably said
Anything
that.
Yeah,
can
I'm sure it had to have been.
Well, because the financing they would have had to get, I'm sure that was part of the sales pitch. Be like, we have a plan. It's going to be unsinkable.
Well,
what do you mean unsinkable? You want all of my
Unsinkable?
pounds for that?
Because
It's
was
built
the
in
Titanic?
America.
It was built
The
in like
Titanic
boxes,
was built
right?
in Ireland, wasn't it?
No.
It was built in America?
Why would the maiden voyage be from here to go across the Atlantic?
It wasn't.
To Europe?
It wasn't. It was to
from there
come
to here.
to New York.
Oh wow!
Other way.
Wow.
That's okay.
My
It was
brain-
built. It was built by a bunch of Irish folk.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a fun one.
Yeah, but wasn't the
Actually,
Titanic
lol.
supposed to be unsinkable because it was like built in box? Like it was built in.
No, since then they've done that. Where
Okay,
they,
so
where
like
they
whenever you
compartmentalize the
yeah.
hole, where if it cuts a hole, it only fills up
Instead
one
of
room,
going over the.
and then you
Yeah.
can just seal that room and then pump the water out, and
Interesting.
then you're good.
Huh?
Because
Yeah.
you saw that illustration in the movie where they depicted what it would look like. The water would fill up and then go over.
Ah.
What's the point of that? Might as well just poke holes in those walls. No?
Well, it
I don't know
worked.
what
It
you
worked
call
out for
it.
everyone in the end.
Did it?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Just think
Other
if
than
if it would have made it.
And then there was a whole
Someone would've-
MythBusters that
She totally had room.
that Jack
I love that
that
shit.
they had room
On the
to
door.
fit both
Yeah.
people on the door. Yeah.
Also, have you heard? I mean, it's a dumb theory or whatever.
Were you doing
but-
air quotes?
Yeah.
Oh.
well, we have
dumb
video
theory.
now.
No.
Still not using them right.
The Jack in the Titanic, because what's Jay Gatsby in The Great Gatsby comes from out of nowhere, right? That's Jack technically in its own little movie universe. People talk about that.
Oh.
You know, he was just trying to get home, huh?
I guess
Man. Back to the
because Jay
Hamptons or
Gatsby
wherever
kind of
he-
comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, he just floated back from the bottom of the ocean from the Titanic.
Even with the weight of those
It's
handcuffs
about-
on his wrists, how could he get from the bottom to the top? And would he have to worry about the oxygen in his brain and going up too fast?
You
Isn't that
mean
a thing?
handcuffs on his what?
What a
He had handcuffs
Yeah,
on
he
his
was
wrists.
in the
he was
brig
Jay.
when he was in the movie.
Gatsby.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
And then she took that axe and had one shot. You know, at the end of the day, if you're trying to survive a sinking ship, wouldn't it be okay to cut your hand off?
Yeah, I've also
after
never
127
actually seen
hours,
the
those
Titanic.
rules apply.
So the movie Saw, did you ever see
Nice.
that?
I did see the movie Saw.
How ridiculous was that? Did you see those?
The,
Saw?
the first one was very interesting as far as horror movies go. It was very sort of like
It was
it
different.
was groundbreaking. Then they were like, "Oh, this is really popular. Let's
Yeah.
make 37
So
more."
I
of
had to
these."
actually
Way
walk
over
out of
the
the
top.
theater when I was watching Saw something happened, I don't know if it was what I ate reacted with my brain. I'm just like, I got to take a break.
Yeah. Huh.
The second one's really rough too.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one in the house?
The new
It's
one.
the one where I think this one girl's wearing this like basically clamp thing with it's.
It's like the Final Destinations. Like they're always on like FX or whatever. When you're scrolling through the channels, you're like, I'll watch one scene, and you're like, okay,
I'll watch
next.
some more. Right. So Mary actually had a little lamb. So that story is not a lie. So it was made up on an actual person.
Well, I would assume that there are people who are named Mary that
have lambs.
little
Now,
lambs.
if the cow jumped over the moon, you'd be shocking me right now.
Yeah, especially like,
And if you saw some flatware running away,
yeah, with
you'd be like, wait a minute.
some dish.
I would
Yeah,
definitely
was
say
some-
hated a little too. Like, oh.
So Richard Nixon was a great musician, and Lyndon B. Johnson gave interviews from the bathroom.
Interesting.
That's a baller move, right?
But I'm wondering, were people
President Johnson, are you in the bathroom right now?
I guess
Yeah.
it was like
What
a
of
pretty
it?
normal thing for Reagan to be like busy and then be on the toilet and like have his secretaries have like a conversation with him while he was like
Well, there's no
going
time
on the pooper.
Isn't there no time to waste?
Exactly.
Well,
None.
I mean, exactly.
I actually very
time to make
recently
waste.
I was supposed to have an important phone call that I forgot about, and I was getting ready for work and sitting, in the bathroom, and I get this call. I'm like, "Who is this? Oh no!"
Oh no.
So I had the shower. I turn off the shower. I have to reach over and try and hit.
Yeah,
I
the
actually
fan,
reached,
the
with
fan.
my phone so I could reach the switch.
And it's all
to it.
echoey in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Good morning. How are you?
It's all
and
echoey.
I'm just sitting there
This is
naked because I'm about to get the shower.
Right, yeah.
having this phone call. And it was so stressful.
Well,
It's funny.
You're human. You're more human than a lot of us, too. So President
What?
Abraham...
Just call me fat.
What?
You're more human than a lot of us.
President Abraham Lincoln is in the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
nice.
I've heard of that.
I would
He
Yeah.
was
like it to
also
go
a
on the record
licensed
that
bartender.
He did not deny the fact that he did or did not call me fat.
Are we
Please note
putting this
that.
on the record?
Please,
You can edit this out.
on the
both
record
of them, right?
on this day, April 10th, 2021 at 7:58. Alec called me fat. 7:57 is probably a minute ago.
He did not call you.
So you had
Anyways.
to even back then you had to be a licensed bartender. You couldn't just pour drinks.
Wait, what did you just say? I thought you were talking about Abraham
You
Lincoln.
could have child labor,
Yeah, I did.
but
Besides being a wrestling champ, Lincoln was also a licensed bartender.
I actually did know that he wrestled.
yeah, I've
He
heard
opened
of
up a
that,
bar called Barry and Lincoln with his friend William F. Barry in Illinois. The shop was eventually closed when Barry, an alcoholic, consumed most of the shop's supply.
too. Some things never change in America.
Barry, would you like to go into business? Yeah, we're called a business, so we're doing.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
that's amazing.
Abram. It's Abraham.
Hey, bro.
Whatever. Look, if it's a bar, I'll do it every day. Why does he sound British? And he's in the colonies.
Because he's from Illinois. So-
That was the colonies? You just call them the colonies? It was America at this point.
Oh, that's right. But then weren't they called the colonies still?
No, we were the United States of America in the 1800s.
There was
Oh.
because there
We weren't the
the north
colonies.
and the south.
No.
Who knew he was such a... He's really pulled some of that out today.
I know,
It's
I'm-
fantastic.
What do you mean?
You've been talking about
I
history.
just knew
Wait,
that
isn't it-
America
you majored in
existed.
history.
after
I'm thinking about. I want an opinion. Would it be weird if I changed my major to history?
What is
for a
your
little-
major now?
It's finance, and I'm
Yes,
really
don't
struggling.
do that. What are you going to do with a history major?
You're going to be an
teach history?
You're going to be an escrow officer. Don't get a history
Don't
degree.
be an escrow
Oh,
officer.
man.
Be a sales rep.
Yeah,
Life
but
seems so much better.
Stop going to college and go be a sales rep. Make way more money, not have debt, and you'll be fine. That's what I did.
that's what I try and tell my parents every day.
Okay, did they listen to this?
No.
College, in my opinion, now, unless you're doing a specific thing, finance is good if you have to go into something that requires that knowledge. Or a doctor or lawyer, some sort of trade or some sort of specific study. But the folks that are going like, I'm going to get $120,000 worth of debt to get a communications degree, and then I'm going to go work as a salesperson or as a manager of something, or whatever. You don't use your degree. How many people do we all know that you're like, what's your degree in? Finance. Oh, really? What do you do? Well, I started a tractor supply company. Oh,
I'm a psychology major.
Yeah, or a psychology major. Well, so you're just telling me you have debt. Anyways, College is for parents,
Yes.
is what I say.
That's why I graduated college. It's for my parents.
Yeah.
Did they listen to this? Should we say hi?
Probably.
Hi, parents.
Hi, Mom.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
So John Adams was the first president to actually live in the White House.
John Adams was the first one to live in the White House.
Was he the second president?
Yes.
Or the-
Second.
Second.
Okay.
I know that from watching Hamilton.
Because
Ooh,
George Washington.
I've never seen that.
Nah.
You guys got to watch Hamilton. I'm
Okay,
telling you.
we'll work on
Is
it.
it on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Cars
super
were
good.
not invented in the United States.
Germany. Probably.
First one was
We have
this
Mercedes made the first car, right?
Benz, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
Mhm.
in Germany?
Is that where they
No,
are?
that's where Mercedes
Yeah.
Benz is from. So.
Mercedes.
made a car. It is for driving only.
So
you have not to walk.
No one will be able to afford me.
after presidents are presidents, what do? They just kind of hang out and speak and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
well,
social
they keep getting paid.
Social
George-
media
so
influence.
George
Oh yeah,
Washington-
they
George
get a
Washington-
$400,000 retirement. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's what their
A year?
salary
Their
is.
salary.
Oh, okay. And then, but they also like sign books that they're gonna write after their presidency. And
They
they
all
get
have
paid for that.
and they all have
Garbage.
libraries. Why don't
Yeah.
they have truth berries? I just don't understand that. So George Washington opened a whiskey distillery after his presidency.
I
Good.
love George Washington so much.
Forget.
Ronald Reagan was a believer in astrology. Is that why he came up with the Star Wars program? Remember that?
Yeah.
That would be a
Space defense.
That would be a
Strategic Defense Initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
SDI.
astrology like? No, astrology is like the what's your sign?
Correct. And what does it mean?
Yeah.
How does it?
Yeah.
So young George Washington could definitely tell a lie. Come on, couldn't tell a lie. Couldn't.
Yeah.
What kid doesn't lie? You,
Not me.
right? You're not
I just
kidding.
started thinking about all the lies I told as a kid. When you're a kid, though, here's the thing about lying: is that if you don't as a kid, you don't lie or anything like that, and then when you're a certain age, you realize, oh, if I just say this,
Yeah.
I don't. Get
all my
trouble.
problems go away.
Yeah.
How do you not like as a kid? It's like
Kids are-
this is a they're not
kids
good
are
at
bad
it.
I mean,
Lying.
as long
They're
as you're not
super
like
bad at
a
it.
chronic liar, like it's fine.
I am
Right.
pretty
like
good.
white lies
My
for
4-year-old says.
self-preservation.
My 4-year-old says she's just kidding. I'll be like, she's like, last year I had peppers with my pizza. I'm like, that's not true. She goes, I'm just kidding. So she's converted when you catch her in a lie. She goes, no, Daddy, I was just
That
kidding.
was a joke.
I was just
Can you
kidding.
tell when I'm joking? Benjamin Franklin never thought turkey should be the national bird.
Turkey should be the national bird?
Never.
Garbage.
He said he never thought. Even,
Oh.
Did somebody say that he did say that? No.
I didn't know. It makes sense.
So Benjamin Franklin was complaining about the bald eagle being chosen as the United States national symbol. He said that the bald eagle had bad moral character. It's calling somebody saying it like a pet
It's
has
fighting words.
a pet has terrible personality.
Yeah.
He said
Your
that-
dog is not very much a people.
Oh, here we go. He
Ben
said
Franklin had slaves.
He
and
said
then a
that-
slave wife that
he said that turkey
Yeah, we
would
don't
be a
talk
better idea. He was joking. He didn't actually think the national bird should be a
kidding.
turkey.
I was just kidding.
Just
I was
joking.
kidding, guys.
But nobody likes his idea.
That's one of those ideas that you float out there and then you see the response and then you have to like retract it and you're like, what do you guys want to do tonight? What do you guys want to eat? You guys want some Taco Bell? Gross!
Yeah,
Yeah. Wouldn't
I
that
was
be
just kidding
Wouldn't that be
about
funny
that.
if we got that? Wouldn't it be funny if it was a turkey? You guys?
$6.50 for diarrhea? No, that.
Hey, you guys remember? You guys remember when I created the bifocals? That was pretty cool, right? Anyways, no, I was just kidding about turkey.
So the natural disaster, or the disasters at Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, the Challenger explosion, and the Exxon Valdez oil spill were all results of lack of sleep.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, makes sense. I got nothing else to add to that.
Wow.
Duly noted.
So
Get rest.
looking at you on this one, cowboys didn't actually wear cowboy hats.
Garbage.
They were just known as hats.
Yeah, I've seen.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Isn't that
yeah,
what it would be,
yeah.
right?
something had to be established.
It says those. Oh, your buddies mentioned in here those big Stetsons that everyone associates with cowboys like John Wayne, Billy the Kid, or Wyatt Earp. Yeah, cowboys didn't wear those. In fact, the hat choice of the 19th century cowboys was
Bowler.
actually a bowler hat.
Those hats are
Did you hear me
so-
say that? I said
A
bowler.
bowler
but,
hat?
But it's bowler.
That's like that full short brimmed.
Yeah, the little.
That one.
Yeah.
Like from
That's just
the
not
Robinsons
as cool.
or whatever.
Not as cool.
Yeah. The bowler hat
Tombstone would be a
guy.
crap
Can you imagine
movie.
Wyatt Earp comes like, yeah, Doc Holly be like,
Dog.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Exactly. Wearing that stupid hat. No.
What's up with your hat? Why is everybody British all of a sudden?
You gotta work on that. Has anyone ever told you you look like Woody Harrelson?
That's funny you should mention that because in the first season that was always brought up.
All the time.
Interesting.
Literally all the time.
We were
and
sitting
here it is.
like a younger,
especially
more
when I
handsome-
shave
Yes.
and I cut my hair short.
Yes.
Calling you Tallahassee
Yes.
from now.
I get it all the time.
Basically,
But it's not a bad thing.
No,
like,
no,
I
Eddie
like
Harrelson's
him.
a great
He's
actor. Yeah, he's awesome.
Did you do you watch Star Wars? Are you a Star Wars guy?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Solo movie?
Not yet.
That one was criminally underrated, and the only reason it was not popular is because they came out with is it The Last Jedi. Is that 8? Those three new movies were so just terrible. But that movie was terrible, so nobody watched Solo. But Woody Harrelson's in Solo, and it was a really, really
I
good
don't
movie.
remember him in that movie. I know. I know you're probably right. You're
No, he was the
he is right.
he was like his partner.
About
He was
Star Wars.
yeah. He was.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
You should. It's a
Yeah.
good movie.
Well, I really liked Rogue One.
So did I.
It was
Yeah,
like
that was
probably
really
one of the
good,
best
yeah.
Star Wars movies I've ever
Oh,
seen.
for sure.
And some of those offshoots, because I was nervous about the offshoots, because I was like, I don't know if these are going to be any good.
Yeah.
And I saw Rogue One, I'm like, oh, these are good.
Yeah,
these
Star Wars
these
stories
are
are
real
pretty
good.
cool. Yeah, they're cool.
So I'll watch Solo.
Yeah, Solo's good.
All right.
Okay.
Woody Harrelson's character in there is really, really cool. Big fan.
Alex
Anyways.
out.
Sorry, you guys put me to sleep. Let's talk. Basically, everything about Thanksgiving
Right.
is a lie.
He's such a movie buff, but Star
The
Wars
major ones that
Listen,
shaped our
I
world.
have never claimed to watch every movie.
No, but
Star Wars.
But
But
Have you seen them?
Yeah, I've seen the 6 of them that came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So episodes
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
1, 2,
1, 2,
3.
3.
In that order, in about the matter of 3 weeks.
I wish they'd just simplify it a little bit. I get lost with the prequels
and to be honest, like
back and forth.
for me, I'm gonna sound like a huge geek here, but for me, the newer movies are so just not as good, but there's so much good that came out of those from like TV shows, spin-off movies,
right,
all
or The
that stuff.
Mandalorian.
Exactly. Yeah, I am such a nerd.
You're
Can't figure out why
gazillionaires.
I can't talk to women.
What?
I'm such a nerd.
So this could be an opportunity and a platform for
To
you
what?
just to get your real personality out there, so all the people of the world.
Oh, everyone
can see
knows
how,
that I'm a giant nerd.
how much of a catch you would be.
Yeah, that's what it
This
is.
could be the new match in eHarmony.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
So
Let's do-
So Thanksgiving is a lie.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's a lie.
Yes, sorry. Hi.
It's
Back to the subject.
Johnny Appleseed was real.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
great.
actually wore a pot on his head. Isn't that the guy that wore a pot?
I don't know if
In
he
the
actually
cartoons,
did that, but
I feel like that guy would be institutionalized now.
If you were
Be like, we're going to put you on some lithium.
Walt Disney was never frozen.
no.
That's what they want you to believe.
The
they would say that.
1929 Wall Street crash did not cause a rash of suicides.
The Walt Disney Frozen definitely did happen, and that's why they came out with the movie Frozen, so that goes away.
Is that what that was?
Conspiracy theory.
Let it go, man. So
He's
the
a
U.S.
genius. Of course they'd hold on to his
Nice.
brain. They held on to Albert Einstein's brain.
Did they actually?
Yeah, and then they sliced it and tried to see what was so
They
special
spread it
about
on
it.
toast.
Ew.
Oh my gosh, that was such a dumb joke. God, keep moving
Why don't you
on.
put that on crackers?
That's true.
Yeah. So
Nice charcuterie board.
U.S. President Zachary Taylor overdosed on cherries.
Wait, what?
Just is it what?
How do
It
you
says
do
after
that?
serving a mere 16 months in office, Zachary Taylor passed away after eating too many cherries and drinking milk at a 4th of July party in 1850.
What a weird combo.
I don't know.
The acidic
Milk and
cherries,
cherries.
along with the milk, is
Noted.
believed to have caused his death.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting almost to the end here.
All right.
Former
Let's do
U.S.
one more.
President Bill Clinton lost the nuclear launch codes.
I lost the codes. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
That's Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Well, it could be George. It could be Bill Clinton.
No.
That's just definitely Matthew McConaughey a little bit.
I think it's kind of the
All
same.
right. All right.
I
all
smoked,
right.
but I did not inhale.
So Calvin
Yeah,
Coolidge
that's
owned
right.
a pair of lions.
The original Tiger King, Lion King.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Dang it.
Oh, man. The Bloody Mary wasn't actually called a Bloody Mary. It was called a bucket of blood. I think they
Ew.
changed it.
Ugh.
I'm
Yeah.
glad that's good.
Yeah, Bloody Mary sounds a lot
Would you like a
better.
bucket of blood? No, I don't at all.
Negative. No.
And we've
I'll
skipped a
take
few,
some
but
vodka with some Clamato juice.
number 50, a woman was elected to Congress before a woman could vote.
Oh,
She couldn't vote for herself, though.
Good for her.
That's
yeah.
one vote
That's good.
extra she could have had.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But she didn't eat it.
it's true.
Well, I'd tell you what, we're doing shorter episodes, so I think we ought to wrap it up there. But I learned a lot today.
Well, he's a wealth of knowledge
Yeah, you
about
know a
history.
lot about
I think it's
history.
great.
I'm a nerd. What can I say?
Nerd.
I know.
So
The history of Star Wars nerd.
Well,
it's
what else
okay
we
to be
got?
something.
Which go hand in hand.
It's true.
In
I
a galaxy
smoke
far,
beats.
far away.
Nice. Well, what else we got?
Do we wave?
So we have an update. Our friend Braden has some big news that.
Oh wait,
Ooh,
what?
Yes. What is the news? Please share.
Oh, well, I
The
don't.
listeners would like to
I
know.
don't work with Parker and Alec anymore. I work somewhere else, and it was sad.
He has chose to part ways from Fidelity National Title, and we wish him the best in his future endeavors. We will have a nice coffee drink to that.
Cheers.
So he just quit his job.
He's
That's
just
the
he's
news?
moving on. We've all done it. I've done it a few times.
I have never done it.
Well, you're
Oh,
still
well,
like
there's
20,
time.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll-
If you've done it 4 times by now, then we need to have a chat.
Yeah. Okay.
By the time I was 20, I had 4 different jobs,
Yeah,
for
but-
sure.
Yeah,
but
we-
you didn't like switch between this different companies.
After you've started in the industry, you've not made a jump 3 times by the time you're 20, is what we're saying. So he works.
Jump. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yes.
Well, anyways, on that note, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you to our non-sponsors,
Yes.
Go-Gurt and Slip and Slides,
starting.
for not sponsoring our show. Thank you, Lucky Perk, for providing us the coffee, though. They are a real sponsor. Yeah, we hope you guys listen. And if you, again, check us out on YouTube. Smash that like button.
Is that
Like and subscribe.
Subscribe. That's the more important one.
Subscribe, rate, review.
And let people know about it, because they'll get better.
Yeah. Hey,
We're gonna get better at it.
Leave a comment.
Do all the
If you
crap
have
you
any
gotta do.
questions, leave a comment on the YouTube. Leave a comment on Instagram, Facebook.
You can comment. I think you can comment on Apple.
Yeah. Hey, 5-star review. Leave a question, and if you leave a 5-star review, we will answer that question.
And if you live in the area, we do have coffee cards or free coffee. If we feel that your comment or question is good enough, we'll definitely pass that along to you.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Well, even crappy questions, we want to answer them, but we will judge them.
Yes. Probably
The
on
questions?
the air.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it for us. Have yourself a
Middle-aged
middle-aged morning.
Yes.
All right.
Indeed.
Okay. We'll pretend the outro music's going.
Do, 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 do.